What's cracking, everybody? You see it? Another Thirsty Thursday. There's Gunner. There's the Modelo.
Here's the Corona.
And let's make sure we get it clear right now from the jump, right from the beginning. Every Thirsty Thursday episode, put the kids away.
Put them away right now. ASAP.
This is all adult talk. I know I have a lot of families that watch me. These are not family videos.
Absolutely not. And they're for educational purposes only.
Educational, bunch of insight on whatever we
talk about. We get more educated as we get drunker. Hey, so what's cracking this week? Hey, the big cook-off is going to go down, right? I seen your little video, and man, I'm glad that you pressed on that because I'm ready. I hope you're ready.
I'm hoping to record it tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do mine tomorrow. I'm gonna get my old school classic. I'm ready. I got all the ingredients. The wind's blowing on this one. I guarantee this one right here is pura. If you guys do this one, you can't go wrong. I'm taking it back to YA 91.
YA. Okay, he's taking it to YA. Check this out. I'm gourmet with mine. So, like I told you in my video, when I make mine, if you make it the way I make it, hammer time. You're gonna break your lady's back. She's gonna want you to break her back. She'll be like, "Damn, babe." Huh?
You're giving him an aphrodisiac, huh?
Hey, no, but this shit is so bomb. And you know, and people already in the comments are like, "Man, I don't know. You kind of lost me. It doesn't sound too good. Wait till I hook it up."
And you lost me at the shiitake mushrooms.
Hey, Holmes.
Hey, but I don't know those.
Huh?
It's gonna be bomb, huh?
It's gonna be bomb, Holmes. But shiitake mushrooms they're optional. You don't have to.
They're a filler. That's a filler. But they do got a good little
absorbs the liquid, makes the sauce thicker. It's bomb. But anyways, first topic of the night. Let's get it.
Okay, so that little pimp, the little wannabe pimp got beat up. Kelpie.
Yes, he did, and he deserved it. I think.
Hey, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. What's your perspective on it? I want to hear what you got to say because I know how I feel.
Well, he's perpetrating a fraud. You know, I'm not a pimp, but I'm sure if I was, and somebody was making a fool out of that life or whatever, if you're in the criminal world, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a criminal world. You know, you see how like what do they call it? False valor? Those guys that dress up as military.
Stolen valor, right? Mm-hmm.
Like anybody who has pride in whatever they do, even if it's illegal, when you have pride in what you do, and then somebody's coming and making a mockery of it, and then trying to get rich off of it, get financial gain from it, you're gonna have people that are gonna feel a certain way. Absolutely. And you know, when he went on the first time and they verbally abused him, that was the time when he was supposed to make a stand for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
I
agree.
Yeah, you know, he went back to his platform and then talked a whole lot of shit, right? And then came back and then had a big mouth, but he was like a kid. Like he believed that, you know, if I just stand up to him, nothing's gonna happen to me. Forgetting you're dealing with a criminal world. See, if he was from the criminal world, as soon as that dude, what was that dude's name that slapped him up?
Almighty suspect. Cold name.
Look, the dude has zero street knowledge, zero spider sense. As soon as the word bitch came out of his mouth, he should have slid forward in his own chair when he said it, right?
Yep.
And he didn't. He sat back like I'm protected. When Almighty slid forward, like, what'd you say? Again, he should have just came, you know what I mean? Like, let's get it.
Just got off. He should have just got off first.
Yeah. But instead, he really thought, I'm safe in this environment. No, you're not.
Never. Especially that environment. We'll get to that in a minute.
And then he went back, and then when they broke it all up, and he said, motherfucker called me a bitch, and then he goes, you are a bitch. But his mouth was busted behind a bunch of people, you know, and then went on his own platform and kept woofing. You know, he admitted, though. He said, I got my ass whooped, but I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
This is the thing about Kelpie. He always admits shit after the fact. You know what I mean? Here's my thing. that was swinging words. The moment I don't think he said, all right, the first time he said bitch,
yeah,
I don't think he thought the guy was going to take it that way. You know, the second time he said it, he was like, damn, I fucked up. I might as well just go all out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why that guy gave him a chance. He said, what'd you say? And when someone says, what'd you say? They're already ready to fire on you. They just want to hear it again. Maybe they fucked up, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say? And when he says, you heard me, I said, boop. He got boop up. Two things. He deserved the shit out of that. He deserved it the first time going in there fronting with the fake jacket and talking about his mom drove him there. He deserved all that. But I absolutely believe that he deserved this one right here by the words that came out of his mouth and by this persona he was portraying, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't agree with the fact that he went on a platform, a big platform, heavily secured, I'm sure, and they were able to do him like that. It seems like this guy is getting brought back time and time again, not because he's a nobody, bro. He's a fake pimp, a wannabe. And it's not like he's popping right now or he's buzzing or because he don't do nothing to do that. I think he just made the victim. They found someone that they could punk, that they could pressure, that in his own mind believes, bro, he's one of the fellas. He believes he's one of the fellas. Because he even said in his video after, and I posted some shit, he put, I still work with that and we're still cool. Shit, after he let you get pressed on like that, you're still cool? So I ain't cool with no one in that room after some shit like that went down. Hey, but he believes that in his mind, you know?
Yeah. Well, because they made him, again, he has zero street knowledge. Yeah. Zero knowledge of the game to think that's still my friend over there. That ain't your friend. Hey, but did you see Adam? Hey, Adam was like this all cool. And then when it happened, he went,
hey, Adam did one of these. He did the Kung Fu. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
Oh, man.
Adam, he was running. Hey, Adam, if you look at his face, a close-up, I did a close-up. He goes, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. He
oh, scary ass Adam. He ran out there. Hey, Adam ran out of there at 0.22 miles an hour.
Yeah. Hey, look, I do think though that Almighty, he may lose his job over that shit. Maybe not, right? But yeah. I feel like what he should have done was just say, hey, turn the cameras off, man. You know what I mean?
Socked him one time in his mouth.
Yeah, and then whooped him. You know what I mean?
But one time in his mouth and told him, if you ever fucking call me out of my name again, I'm gonna do something horrible to you.
Yeah.
Then it came back on, and his braces would have been stuck through his lip. Like he'd have been.
It would have been funny if he would have just grabbed him by his head and just went like this to him. You stupid motherfucker! What are you talking? You know what I mean?
Or just grabbed him on the head and goes, "Shut up!"
For real, because that's really all he needed to do. That kid would have been scared to death.
Here's the thing, and in the beginning. I heard the word bitch. I understand, man. We've known since you're young kids. Those are fighting words. Those are words you can't call another man. If you said that comes out your mouth, you better be expecting the swing. Like I said, there was a point in time, one time in my life where it slipped out of my mouth and I just flighted because I didn't mean to come out. I was just like, because I've never played like that. I don't like homeboys that play like that. I don't like anyone around me to play like that. That's just, you don't play with that word. And I was like, ooh, bitch, right? And I was like, oh, and he was like, what? And I, boom, fight. We're gonna fight anyways. I might as well get out first. But that's one of the words you just can't make that mistake. And him having no street knowledge, he knows now. That's one of the top three words, punk, bitch, and we already know the other one, jotito, right?
Yeah.
You just can't call no one that, man. And now we're not just talking prison terms. We're talking about man terms, period. Mm-hmm. Any men, even my homeboys. We don't play like that. We don't call each other bitches and punks, none of that. If you allow yourself, and there's always been that old saying, oh, bro, we play like that. I don't play like that. You're not supposed to play like that. Because when you're allowing your close camaradas, your homeboys to play like that, you guys play like that, other people hear it and think that they could play with you like that. And it's going to cause a wreck.
You know, I remember in the joint, there was a dude, we wound up being Sally's later. And, he liked to clown around a lot, and I like to clown around. But, there's certain ways of clowning, and he said something, and I don't remember if he was sex playing or what the fuck he said, but it was directed towards me, right? And I turned around and I told him, man, don't get at me like that. You know what I mean? I don't get down like that. Ever. And he got butthurt. He goes, serio? He goes, man, Holmes, you were in YA. He goes, in YA, Vatos played around like that, clowned like that. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, when I was in YA, I was a stupid ass kid too. I'm a grown ass man, homeboy. Yeah. Get at me like that. And then he was like, all right, it was my bad. But, you know, and you have to do that. Some people do
Yeah.
think, but that's one of those things. Like, I know that there were dudes in the joint that would clown like that with each other in their cell, if they were cool with their cell.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't something you came out on the theater with or out on the yard with.
Nah.
You know, and it's just some people like me. I don't even like. You know, in the joint, you don't even cuss at somebody unless you're willing to go there. As you start cussing, it's a wrap, right?
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things out here. Like, I don't cuss at people when I'm talking to them. And like when I have family members like, oh man, fuck you. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Fuck you. You know what I mean? But but no, there are certain words where, you know, and here's the thing for Kelpie. I'm gonna give Kelpie some advice.
Yeah.
When you go back to your platform, don't badmouth people. It's not impressive. Everybody saw what happened. You had opportunities multiple times now to conduct yourself as if you were a G or a pimp. Your pimp game, your pimp hand is weak. So, you know, on your platform, go ahead and like continue with the lies about this fake lifestyle you grew up in. But don't badmouth people because it's just not a good look.
Nah. And no one's buying it.
No.
You know, no one was buying it from the beginning. You know, anyone who's lived that lifestyle is involved in that lifestyle, just like us. You could tell that you could see Malibu's Most Wanted from a mile away.
Absolutely.
You know, there's just some things, you know, that you just see. And you're right. Go ahead.
And you know what's scandalous? If you watch, you know, that's the thing how treacherous Adam 22 is. Adam 22 brought him on the show and was chipping away at him because he was like, okay, so let me understand, you know, how did this thing work out where you went on soft white underbelly? And he was like, oh, well, you know, the cops, you know, they raided my pad for some stuff I really don't want to say, but it was drug dealing, but I really don't want to say. And Adam 22 is like, so they raided your pad and there was never a case? And he was like, oh, well, actually, you know, they never saw me again. Who does that? Yeah.
That what it was, he was baiting him. That was the old Folsom setup. He was getting him to back himself in a corner. Whereas the other guy who maybe or maybe not lived that lifestyle could only take so much. And that's why he was like, bro, who are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All this bullshit. And then that's where it started. And then he had to stand his ground and so be it. But yeah, and I said it on my platform that Adam is liable for all that. Okay. He went on Adam's platform. Adam has security. When people go on your platform, bro, you're supposed to, their safety and security should be first and foremost. Now I understand shit happens. And if you're running your big fat fucking neck, you can get socked in it, right?
Yeah.
Adam couldn't prevent that. But, you know, Adam should have took the initiative to understand that there was going to be some trouble there. He knew there was going to be some type of trouble there with this kid. If not, then he spit on him. The kid got spit on. I mean, if I get spit on, beat up, bro, you don't catch me on that platform unless I come heavy, like the Sopranos. I'm coming heavy next time. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Right? I'm holding heavy. But yeah, it was unfortunate. I seen it all over the internet. I jumped on it. Everybody did. What this kid needs to do is slink back into the cave and come out as a rapper or something because pimping ain't working for him. The pimp hand ain't strong.
Well, that's what Almighty said. You're doing this for your sound scan or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, SoundCloud, whatever he said. But I do want to go back to this. I think Adam had in his mind a game plan on what he wanted to do with that. That's why he brought up, oh, so you got raided, but there was never a case. I think Adam was going to actually chip away at him and tear him down, basically undress his whole story in front of him. But when it got out of hand, there was no way to get back to it. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
I think
his plan was to pull his pants down and spank him a little bit.
Yeah.
And expose him for the fraud he is. And, you know, and this is finally a chance that Adam finds someone that's even more cowardice than him that he could actually do that to. And that's what that was, bro. And that's what that was. So here's something else I touched on. You touched on it last week. I touched on it today. And since we're fucking right here with Adam 22, what's up with the fucking his issue with milk? Orale leche. Why is he hating on leche so much, man? Leche's just trying to do his thing.
I don't know. You know, like I said, and my other little spiel was, I think that, you know, like all of us, when milk came out, milk was very rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? He was
trying to find his niche, bro.
But the way he was conducting himself in his videos, to me personally, it seemed real negative at the time, right? But as he's grown, his channel has grown, he has evolved. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think when Adam bumped heads with him, he thought Milk was gonna stay that same rough dude when he first came out. And now that he's gotten smoother with what he's doing, now that he's getting near 100,000 subs, I think Adam's like, holy shit, I misjudged this dude. And Milk, the people that Milk has gone in on, he's kind of tore him up, Holmes. He's gone at Adam 22. He went at C-Mac. You know what I'm saying? He did damage to both of them dudes.
Yeah, and what I think with Adam, and I said it in my spill, was when you're in the game, it's like this. You can't expect those around you that you associate. You can't dictate their program, bro. Who made you some fucking shot caller or somebody? You ain't nothing. You can't dictate their program, who they can and who they can't associate with. Business and pleasure. If this is your homeboy, your taita, of course, bro, he's gonna rock with you right or wrong, no matter what. Hey, if you don't fuck with him, I don't fuck with him. Period. Right?
Yeah.
But if it's just your homeboy, or it might even be your taita, just a homeboy, and he's doing business and he's getting a bag with this guy. Hey, who am I? Hey, I don't like that guy, but go ahead and get yours, bro. I ain't gonna hate on that because I understand your guys' fucking affiliation and relationship is different from mine and yours. I know where your loyalty stands already. I'm not tripping. Just because you're getting a bag with this guy, go ahead and get it. You get a bag with him, and then let's me and you go eat with that shit. You know what I mean? And that's it. So I think by the way Adams conducted himself and doing that to his own people, oh, if you fuck with him, I can't fuck with you. See you later, bitch. Get on then. You know what I mean?
Well,
but he holds that big old bag over their heads.
But I think, I think AD will stay loyal to Adam as long as he can. I don't think T-Rail will. I think T-Rail's more, he's grimy. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna build up my fucking platform and I'm gonna bounce and do my own thing. And he's gonna get a bigger bag. He's gonna get a bigger bag when he gets away from No Jumper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think Adam knows that. I think Adam should be realizing at this point that there are people on his staff that he has treated wrong, and that when they get an opportunity, they will separate. Probably try to keep communication with them, but they're gonna branch out.
Yeah, and they should. Anyways, what else has been going on? Fuck Adam. What's been going on? What's been happening, bro? Shit.
Just working, man. You know what? I've been just working. I've been shamming on YouTube. YouTube's been very frustrating. Everyone that's creating content knows right now it's fucking hard work.
I don't know what they're doing. They're acting like we're on Twitter or something. Trip out on this though. So last week we did questions. I heard pussy, dirty ass, all kinds of shit, right? I don't even know. You got it?
I still have that.
Hit me with a question. Hit me with your best shot.
Oh shit! Hold on, I don't even know if I have anything good on here. Let me see. Oh, have you ever fucked one of your homeboys' moms?
Oh, I got a bedtime story coming out on that.
Okay,
I've never fucked. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never fucked any of my homeboys' moms. Period. It's not that I didn't want to, right?
Yeah.
There was one. I'm gonna tell you, fuck it. Mi vida loca. She watches too. I know she does because she has conca like that. I had a little homeboy in Merced, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say his name, but I'll say his mother's name, right? Her name's Liz. Right? She So hey, I remember I used to see her. I didn't know this was the homeboy's mom. He used to kick back. He was a youngster. He used to kick back all the time, chill. And around the corner from where I lived, there was like this whole family. They're a very big family in Merced. Everybody knows them. But I would spot from just from the distance, I would see a little bubble. A little bubble was happening over there. I was like, damn, who was that chick? I knew she was related to them, but to what degree of relations, I didn't know. I just knew that every time she came out, I made sure I came out, right?
Yeah.
So I'd see it from a distance, but I never got to see the face. But you could tell she was cool.
Yeah.
So I remember one time asking the homeboy, I was like, damn, bro, who's all over there? And I was trying to be nice about it. I was like, who's all over there? Your family has hella people. And he was like, oh, it's my tia this, my tio. And my mom she just moved in too. I said, oh, that's your mom that be coming out and shit? And he said, yeah. I was like, damn. So I automatically assumed her face was fucking toe backwards, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't. Right? So look at, one day I'm chilling at my homeboy's house, a whole different way in the other side of town. And she pulls up. And when she pulls up, right, I recognize her only because It's my homeboy Stia with her, right? So I see her and I'm like, I recognize that booty from, all right, there it is, right? And I see her face, she's fucking bad, bro. I was like, ooh, right? Sorry, homie. You know what I mean? Right now's the time. And as she walks by, I tell her, damn, girl, like that. My homeboy Chile was with me. He was like, hey, you know, that's the homeboy's old lady. It was one of my homeboy's old lady. One of my homeboys, which is this is homeboy, he was fucking his mom. I wasn't, right? I was trying to. Hey, but she ended up going from that homeboy to the next homeboy to the next homeboy. I never got my opportunity, right? Hey, I was feeling bad for him, bro. He used to act like it was nothing either. He used to be like, oh, I ain't tripping for she didn't raise me. Like, yeah. But shit, she's damn near raising everyone else in the hood. Hey, but on this though, here's a story. Crazy, Dubs, right? I'm in Tracy. And in Tracy, in prison, in the windows, DVI, all the fucking windows are broken out in the back. That's how you fish from fucking building to building, and we call that the wire, right?
Yeah.
That's the wire. Everyone, it's loud as fuck. You got all kinds of people yelling back and forth, building to building, whatever. You already know you want to talk. Hey, Spence on the wire. Let me get at somebody. We don't conduct none of our business in the front. It's all through the back, if possible, right? So anyways, there was this one bot that was there, and he used to tell stories at night. And, you know, everybody would kick back and listen to his little stories. He'd be chopping up with his homeboy, but everybody would start getting involved. Like, hey, bro, tell us this and tell us that. He always had the good-ass stories. Half of them he was firing up, but fuck it, they were cool anyway. So he starts telling the story.
Hold on. For those that were never in why firing up means lying.
Firing it up means lying, right? So, yeah, we know he'd be firing it up, lying and shit. So, but we still listen because, fuck, we're bored. It was like our movie at night. What did they put on fucking Hulu? We're about to watch, you know what I mean? Hey, so this fool's telling a story to his homeboy next door, and he's like, that fool's like, hey, tell that story about your mom, right? So I'm like, damn, that's just like that. And it's not cool to, you know, really be speaking on jefitas and shit.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, damn, what's going on? Bro, this Vato starts telling the story. He was like, yeah, so I was out there in Stockton. He was from Stockton. He was like, I was out there in Stockton. You know, it's grimy, right? He was like, I was out there serving all kinds of bitches and serving people and shit. He was like, there's this one chick. She was bad, right? He was like, I was serving her. He goes, hey, bro, she used to come all the time, suck me up, everything. He was like, it was all good. He goes, then, hey, I had never met my mom, right? She was locked up. He goes, and then we went to a family reunion. His grandma raised him, right? He goes, he found out that chick was his mom. The same one, bro, that was his real jefita, his real blood. Hey, and the fool was like, damn, so what happened, bro? He was like, shit, she didn't raise me. I just kept fucking. I was like, right? It was at that point, bro. I was done listening to those stories. You know?
Every time I'm off the talk, you walking around the sun like that.
Bro, hey, homeboy started right. We all started flying on his ass. They were like, man, we might have to fucking remove this cat for that shit.
Yeah, that's a scandalous dude. That's somebody I would never trust.
He was like, shit, it was already too late, fool. He was like, plus she knew how to suck dick. He was like, she sucked dick bomb. I was like, what? Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. My dick go harder than a motherfucker, but at the same time, right? I was like, it ain't my mom either. Shit, I ain't tripping, right? Hey, fuck. Hey, but I couldn't believe it. There's people like that out there, bro.
But who even tells that story? You know what I mean? That
was a maniaco. Hey, and his homeboys all like, tell it again. I was like, you dirtbag motherfucker. You got some dirtbags, bro. I was like, they're grimy in Stockton and shit. They be getting their motherfucking flux capacitor on over there. And what about you, Dubs?
No. Quick answer, no. So there was I ain't gonna lie. There was a couple of my homeboys that everybody in the neighborhood was like on their moms. That's fucked up, eh? But but there was one of my homeboys, when I paroled in '93, right?
Mm-hmm.
The moms got at me, and to get into to go to the pad, I don't want to say how to get to the pad because then people will know. But anyways, so she caught me and right in front of my homeboy. And she was a chichona. She had big old titties, man. Big old butt, thick girl, right? And she was like, oh, when did you get out? And I said, oh, you know, just a couple months ago and shit. And she was like, oh, no, it was like a month after I got. Yeah. And she was like, oh, well, give me a hug. And when I gave her a hug, she whispered in my ear, she said, damn, you look good. And I was like, oh, I'm going to hit it. I was going to hit it, homie, but I caught my case. I was definitely going to knock her down, though. Hey. But I never did. All right, homies, I never got your mom.
That's good. See, you guys are good. He has a solid ass homeboy right there. Not that he didn't try.
I was going to let me grab a beer. You open one.
Yep.
We're going.
I got you. I got you. Hey, look, I'm already on my second.
I'm going right now.
See you guys. Hey, give it a couple weeks, and I'm already fucking ahead of the watch out. A trago right here, and I'll be winning.
See, I keep mine in the fridge, homie.
Hey, I'm drinking them so fast tonight.
Uh-oh.
Go on your trip.
Uh-oh.
That's the bubble.
That's what the people. That's what the people came to see.
Hey, I'm telling you though, bros. Serio, that's I got a bedtime story coming up. It's stay tuned.
Hey,
right? It's gonna be a good
I got one on here, and this is just random, right? Where'd it go? It's what is the funniest thing a black dude ever told you, like trying to clown you, bag on you? Do you have one?
Yeah, I do, man.
You want me to go first?
You do first. You go first.
Good.
Because I gotta remember, it's been a long day. They've talked.
I don't know if it's the funniest, but I know I was very upset, right? So look, I was in Paso. I had just got to Paso, right? And it was very rare that Vatos would get like a yellowish type jumpsuit. This is only in the orientation fish tank, right?
Yeah.
Until you got fucking sent to a regular compa and then you get your blues and shit. Very rare would you see somebody in a yellow jumpsuit, right? Most of the jumpsuits were blue jumpsuits. Well, homie, I was like 130 pounds, almost 135 pounds.
Yeah, you're small.
Skinny as fuck, right? And I guess the smaller size jumpsuits were the yellow ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucking Huda gives me a yellow jumpsuit, right? And the motherfucker is kind of tight. You know what I'm saying? And so we go to yard. We go out. We're on that yard one day because over there, you know how wide. Okay, so in Hawaii, the yard is in your building. It's in the back of your building.
Yeah, it's in the backyard. It's a backyard, basically.
And those of you that have been to Paso, you know Arroyo and Pismo it's a 270 building. And so when you go out, it's the biggest yard there is at all the compas, right? So we're out there and we're playing handball against the wall, right? Bam. So we're playing handball and I got my fucking tight ass yellow jumpsuit on. And you know, everybody else has got their blue ones on, a couple other yellow ones. And behind us, the blacks were playing basketball. They're at the fucking pool, you know, and they're shooting basketball and the ball comes rolling towards me, right? And like I have my back to it, and I just hear like they go, "Hey, bola, bola." The homies are saying, "Hey, bola."
Yeah, bola.
And I turn around and I look, and like I turn, and right when I look at the ball, I don't know if you ever watched the old Bruce Lee movies when he has the yellow jumpsuit with the black stripe on it.
Yeah,
but the black dude said, "Hey, Bruce Lee, give me the ball."
Hey, because you had a tight ass, and you should have skin tight.
Hey, I picked up the ball. Like, as I was picking up the ball, that motherfucker said, "Hey, Bruce Lee, give me the ball." And, like, the homies looked at me, and, like, they didn't want to laugh, but they just started laughing. Hey, I was so mad, I kicked the ball over the fence. I wanted a riot for that.
You're like, fuck that. We're getting off, huh?
Oh, that mother. But hey, everybody laughed.
Mine wasn't actually something he said to me. Is what this motherfucker kept doing, bro. We ended up fighting like 3 times. His name was Young Deg. Shout out to my boy Young Deg from PJ Watts, man. I'll never forget, right? He bro, this motherfucker used to front me off. One thing I hated when I was in Hawaii, especially when I was in Nellis, was I didn't want a lot of attention brought to me. It was bad enough, bro. We already had a whole bunch of drama, so I just didn't just let me blend in, and when it comes time to fight, I'll do what I got to do, but I just want to do my time, right?
Yeah.
Bro, this motherfucker had a thing. Anything that would happen on the compa, hey, if they're like, hey, today we're going to have a power outage for 30 minutes, they're going to be working on the power, he'll yell out, "It's Skinner's problem, damn northerner." Right? Wow, right? And I used to be like, fuck, hey, bro, shh, right? We went to chow, and they're like, "Hey, today is cat food." He'd jump up in the chow, "It's Skinner's problem, damn northerner," right? I don't know why he kept saying that, bro, and I just got upset because I was like, you know when the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? Yeah. It's like, fuck, I'm like embarrassed, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, we'll be around the whole, and the enemy at that time walking around the bend. I'm trying to like, fuck, stay low key, watch my back. He was like, "Hey, what you doing, you damn northerner?" I was like, oh, fuck.
Running you off.
Hey, in fact, that's the first time I ever heard the word northerner was from him. He was the one that used to say it when we were young kids. We fought hella times, bro. It was fun fighting him, but I never had the black dudes really disrespect me. I was always cool with them. You know, they never really or never said anything like crazy to me or anything. It was just always love, right? I did have him say, you know, they, there was one black dude, bro. He didn't know how to say essay. He said Issei. Hey, Issei. I said, what? Issei, come here. I said, oh, is he talking to you, bro? Like, no, Issei, you right there. I said, you mean essay? He's like, yeah, Issei, come here. I said, no, well, he couldn't say it, bro. He was from the South, though. He was from like Georgia or something. Yeah, so he didn't know. He was like, Issei.
I remember when I was in their little shoot program, and every night they would have, like I mentioned before, the kid from Hollywood, the black kid from Hollywood, he would put on he had a night, like a talk show he would do every night. And then sometimes they would have where dudes were bagging, what was always the blacks bagging on each other on a tier, right? And I don't know if you remember, the old school now and laters were hard, remember?
Yeah.
Now they're a little bit softer. And this black dude told the other one, they were doing mama jokes. And this, I've never forgot this. This fool said, man, your mama's so strong, that bitch could blow bubbles out of now and laters.
They were clowning, huh?
That shit killed everything. Party was over after that. I've never heard nobody use that line again.
He said, your mama's so fat she could blow bubbles out of annihilators. And yet,
so strong.
Oh, so strong she could blow bubbles out. Hey, I remember back, they were hard as a rock. Remember, you used to chew them motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're the soft chew ones. Now they're just they're gone like
now
that.
Now they just yank your motherfucking your feelings out your mouth.
Hey, what? No, the ones, remember the old school ones? You bite down and you couldn't release your teeth.
Like the Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, hey, the Jolly Ranchers, huh?
They get you like this, all scared, trying to pull your mouth.
Hey, your teeth be stuck. You just gotta just wait till it goes away. Orderly, it smells like sour green apple around this camp.
Those are.
Anyways, yeah, bro. Hey, yeah, they never disrespected me like that. It was always cool, bro. I was cool with the brothers, man. Like I said, I remember the first time, bro, I ever thought I was gonna have to get off. I get to Nellis and barely rolled up, bro, to the Compa Cleveland. And there was this little black dude, bro. And I remember we were in the day room. They had us all sit in the front. So we're kind of like peeping everything out. I'm looking around like, okay, they're going to get off right now. Now we're on the main line. This is the main line. No more reception. No more fucking orientation building. Linea right here. Yeah. Finally, right? It's been months. I've been waiting for this. This little fool comes out. He's a little light-skinned, small cat, bro. Little afro, right? I mean, this fool looked like if he was like 7, 8 years old. Little dude, right?
Yeah.
He comes out and he has a big old 3 tattooed right here on his arm. From here to here. Remember when everyone used to get the numbers blasted right here in the back of the paper? He has a big old 3 and he walks up to me and he goes, where you from, Messi? Right? And I go, Merced Norte. I jumped all up. He started laughing. He's like, nah, bro. Tiny Solo, 8-Trade Gangsta Crips. And he went like that and he had a big old 8 right here. And I tripped because he had Florence right here, which was his mother's name. I thought he was from Florencia because I seen that and then he went like that. And I was like, look at this little motherfucker banging on me. I'm about to fucking, you know what I mean? I'm about to fucking split his shit. This motherfucker's like, nah, I'm from A-Trade, cuz, right? And I was like, oh, shit. He ended up being one of the cool. That fool had a lot of respect. He'll get off quick. He was a small little kid with the business, man. Tiny Solo from A-Trade Gangsta, man. And A-Trade Gangsters was with that shit.
You know what? I'll tell you this. You know, I was going to do this in the video. I'm going to give it to you guys right now. After this, we'll go and cut this so we can go to Gunners for the second half.
Yeah, it's all good.
The hardest Crip I ever did time with was in YA, and his name was I want to say now I can't remember it. I think it was Little Man. He was from Full Trade Gangsters.
Full Trade Gangsters, yeah.
That fucking dude was the Little Man. Yeah, I think it was Little Man 8. That dude right there. Anytime he came out of his cell, I was on YTS with him. Anytime he came out of his cell, if there was a blood pyro anywhere near him, it was going down. He would not allow any to be in his line of sight without getting off. I remember even other Crips used to be like, oh man, they let Little Man out. It's gonna go down right now. And the Down is Blood, again in YA, I was in Norwalk, I was in Reception Center with them. I was in Boston with them, and I was in YTS with them. Doc from Bounty Hunters, the same as Little Man, Holmes. That bottle right there, no Crips were allowed around him whatsoever. that.
Hey, there were some Crips and Bloods that really banged like that.
Yeah,
They really
that
banged
was
like that back in
different.
the days.
Those two dudes were different.
We're talking about pre-peace treaties, pre all that banging on wax. That shit just came out in the early 90s. Bro, them fools used to gangbang, man. It changed about 92, 93. It started to change where, you know, you'd see them get along. But before that, nah, they was on their Crips and Blood shit like for reals. Like for reals. Then it started, and even Crips versus Crips. Bloods never really fought each other.
Not
They were
back
always
then.
together. Yeah, they were not back then. Back then, they were all together, man.
Yeah.
Crips used to get off, man. The Hoovers, 8 Trays, and the East Coast, and all that Playboy Crips, and all them. They used to all get off with each other. Like, hey, all the O's, all the neighborhoods, and the O's against like the 8 Trays and the fucking Hoovers. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about when Hoovers was Crips.
Yeah.
When they were Cripping before 93, 92. You know, when they stopped being, they were Crips, man. And I did time with Chinaman, Madman. Like I said, Tiny Solo, fucking Snoop from A-Tray Hoover, Bone, H-Bone, just so many Hoovers and 60s. 60s were the deepest, but all the O's, the 100s, the 90s, the 60s, 30s, Harlems. Man, they just used to be with that shit, bro. There was a lot of Crips like that, though. I remember
a lot of fucking Hoovers back then. A
lot of Hoovers.
And most of them were from 5 Deuce back then.
I think 5 Deuce are the ones that are still cripping, aren't they?
I think they are. They are. I'm not sure.
The Hoovers that I mostly did time with were the 7-4 Hoovers, which is milk shit. They were pretty deep. The A-Tray Hoovers were deep there at Nellis. A-Tray 7-4. Mostly, Nellis seemed to have a lot of people from South Central, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
shit, back then. That
was right there. So a lot of authors from South Central, 18, Florence, all that. South Central, LA would go right there to Nellis, bro. Yeah. That was like mini South Central right there. Hey, all these cats knew each other from juvenile hall. They all knew each other from everywhere, you know. So it was just like fucking, you're back, and boom, they're getting off. There was a lot of fighting there, bro. More than I've ever experienced in my life. It was a fucking gladiator school. That was real.
Absolutely. You know? But anyways, that's already 37 minutes here. I know you guys are only to watch some of it. The diehards will watch all of it. I appreciate you guys for being here. It's I'm gonna release this at 8 o'clock on Monday. Is it Monday? Oh no, Thursday. Thursday. Mine comes first, and then he comes right after me. So now that you're done watching this video, make sure you go over to Gunners Collective. His will start at 9 o'clock. Everybody, stay safe, stay smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them.
It's a new video.
Oh, I don't even think I said that. I'm out.